Could it be that the thoughts you ignore are quietly controlling your mood every single day? Not the loud thoughts, not the panic attacks or the breakdowns. I'm talking about the quiet ones, the weight you carry without telling anyone, the pit in your stomach that's just always there, the nights you lie awake with your heart racing over nothing you can name. You go to work, you answer texts, you show up to dinner with friends and laugh at the right moments. You're functioning, but underneath, you're exhausted, and yet you pretend it's fine. You scroll through life, hoping it will fade. You tell yourself it's not that bad. Other people have real problems. You should be grateful. You should just get over it. But the pit in your stomach won't go away. You know it's there, and it matters, even if no one else sees it, even if you've gotten really good at hiding it. Here's what nobody tells you about ignored thoughts. They don't disappear. They just move underground. They become the mood you can't explain, the irritability that comes out of nowhere, the exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix, the anxiety that has no clear source. You wake up already tired, not physically, you slept fine, but emotionally, you're drained before your feet hit the floor. Because all day yesterday, you carried thoughts you refused to look at. And all day today, you're going to carry them again. I'm not good enough. I'm falling behind. Everyone's disappointed in me. I'm wasting my time. I don't know what I'm doing. You don't sit down and think these thoughts. They're just there, background noise, quiet static. And you've gotten so used to them that you don't even notice anymore. You just feel heavy, for no reason you can name, except there is a reason. You're just not looking at it. Let me paint you a picture. See if this sounds familiar. It's Tuesday afternoon. You're at your desk, or in your car, or standing in line at the grocery store, and suddenly you feel it, this wave of dread, this tightness in your chest. Nothing bad happened. No one said anything mean. You didn't get bad news. But your heart is racing, your shoulders are up by your ears, and you have this overwhelming urge to just leave. Go home, cancel everything, hide. You tell yourself you're just stressed or tired, or maybe you're getting sick, but it's not stress. It's not exhaustion. It's not the flu. It's all the thoughts you've been ignoring piled up in your nervous system, screaming for attention. Or maybe it looks like this. Someone asks, "How are you?" And you say, "I'm good," with a smile. And you mean it, sort of. You're fine. Objectively, your life is fine. But the second you're alone, you feel like crying, or you're snapping at people you love over tiny things, or you're scrolling TikTok for 3 hours because you can't face what? You don't even know. That's what ignored thoughts do. They don't announce themselves. They just leak out sideways, in your mood, in your body, in how you show up or don't show up for your life. I spent most of last year walking around with this low-level dread I couldn't name. If you asked me what was wrong, I'd say, "Nothing, I'm fine." And I believed it. My life was objectively fine. Good job, good people, no major crisis. But I'd wake up at 6 a.m. with my chest tight. I'd sit in my car in the parking lot before work, staring at the building, trying to convince myself to go inside. I'd come home and collapse on the couch, too exhausted to even turn on the TV. And I had no idea why. Until my friend actually asked me, not just, "How are you?" in passing, "What's been on your mind lately?" And I said automatically, "Nothing." And she just looked at me, waited, and suddenly I was crying in her kitchen, because it wasn't nothing. It was, "I think I'm in the wrong career and I've wasted 5 years." It was, "I'm turning 30 and I have nothing to show for it." It was, "I'm scared I'm not capable of the life I want." Thoughts I'd been shoving down every single morning while I brushed my teeth, while I drove to work, while I smiled through meetings. And they didn't go away because I ignored them. They just controlled everything. My energy, my mood, my ability to be present. I wasn't fine. I was just really, really good at pretending. Here's what I need you to do. And I know you don't want to. I know it feels like opening a door you've been holding shut. But that door, it's already open. The thoughts are already in the room. You're just pretending they're not. Stop right now, or tonight, or tomorrow morning before you start your day. Write down what's hitting you hardest right now, not what you think you should be worried about. Not what sounds legitimate enough to count as a real problem. What actually weighs on you. I'm scared I'm failing. I don't think I'm doing enough. I feel like I'm letting everyone down. I'm worried I'm in the wrong life. I'm afraid I'm not lovable. I think I'm running out of time. Write them all, even the ones that sound dramatic, even the ones that feel too big or too small to matter. Now circle the feeling that scares you most, the one you've been working the hardest to avoid. Got it? Good. Here's the part you're really not going to like. Give yourself 20 minutes today to face it, not to solve it, not to make it go away, not to think positive or reframe or find the silver lining, just to sit with it, to acknowledge it, to stop pretending it's not there. Ask it, what do you need me to know? What am I avoiding by ignoring you? Small steps build real strength. And acknowledging what you're carrying, that's not a small step. That's massive. You've been holding the door shut on these thoughts for weeks, months, maybe years, and it's taking all your energy. Energy you could be using to actually live your life, to be present with the people you love, to do the work that matters to you, to feel okay. Acknowledging it is brave. I know it doesn't feel brave. It feels scary. It feels like you're admitting defeat or weakness or failure. But pretending you're fine when you're not, that's not strength. That's just survival. And you deserve more than survival. You deserve peace. Not the kind of peace where all your problems go away. The kind where you're honest about what you're carrying, where you stop pretending, where you give yourself permission to not be okay. You can handle this, not because you're superhuman, not because you have to, but because you already are handling it. You've been handling it this whole time. You're just doing it alone, in silence, while acting like it's not happening. What if you stopped acting? I still have hard thoughts. They didn't disappear when I finally looked at them. But now I know what they are. I know where the weight is coming from. I know why I wake up tired or why I feel that pit in my stomach. And because I know, I can actually do something about it. Not fix it overnight, but respond to it. Talk about it. Ask for help. Make changes. When I was pretending I was fine, I couldn't do any of that because I didn't even know what was wrong. Now I do. And it still sucks sometimes, but at least I'm not carrying it alone anymore. At least I'm not using all my energy to pretend it doesn't exist. You're not alone, even though it feels like it. Even though you've been handling this by yourself for so long, there are thousands of people reading this right now who know exactly what you're carrying, because they're carrying it too. And when you stop pretending, when you name the thought that's been controlling your mood, you give someone else permission to stop pretending too. That's how we actually heal. Not by being perfect, not by getting over it, by being honest about what's real. Comment the thought that weighs heaviest on you, the one you've been carrying in silence. Don't edit it. Don't make it sound better. Don't minimize it. Just say it. Right here. One sentence, one word, the whole story if you need to, because someone reading this will relate. Someone will see your comment and think, oh my God, me too. And your honesty? It might help another person finally stop pretending. Your story matters. Your thoughts matter, even the ones you've been ignoring. If this hit you somewhere deep, subscribe. We're talking about the real stuff every week. The thoughts you're not supposed to say out loud, the weight you carry in silence, The truth under the "I'm fine." No performance, no pretending, just what it's actually like to be human. The thoughts you're ignoring are already controlling you. It's time to look at them. You're not alone. You can handle this. You deserve peace. Start today.